We are here with Kyle Case from the Huntsman World Senior Games. Thank you for coming, sir.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
It's awesome. So I got to tell you something funny. So we were talking comedy before you got here. You were late, by the way.
Oh, good, yeah.
And he knows Ryan Hamilton, who is, my life has been comedy for the last 15, 20 years, easily. And Ryan Hamilton is like one of the
Fremont High
newest
School.
guys. He went to high school with this guy.
Yeah.
Get out of
You're
here.
much better looking than him, I just
Well,
want to say
thank you.
that.
Thank you.
He is
I
like
don't know that's true.
he's a
And
funny
a better
dude.
kisser, probably, too.
He's a good dancer.
I can't confirm
Wow,
or
it's really getting awkward now. This is no way to talk to a guy that deals with seniors.
Yeah.
You being one, you should behave yourself.
I hug my seniors. Okay.
So, Huntsman World Senior Games.
Yes, Huntsman World Senior Games.
How long has it been here? Tell us about it. Why is it called the Huntsman World Senior Games?
Okay, you bet. I can cover all of that. We're over 30 years in this area, 32 years this year. So it's been around for a long time. 1987 was our first year.
You were like 2.
I was older than 2, but I was not involved with the games at that time. I was in junior high with Ryan Hamilton. So yeah, the games have been around for a long time. They've always been here in St. George. This is the home of the Huntsman World Senior Games, and they started out with just a handful of sports and just a few athletes.
Why St. George?
Well, so that's a great story. Our founder, John Morgan, he actually owned a hotel here in St. George, and he was looking for a way to get people to come and stay at his place. And they had a lot of ideas. They brainstormed ideas. You know, they're trying to figure out how to make a successful run of their business. But the one that really stuck was this idea of a senior sporting event. And so they started it in 1987. And like I said, just a handful of sports, a few athletes, and over the last 30-some years, it's grown to be the largest event of its kind in the world.
Which kind of makes sense if you think about it, because there are a lot of seniors down there, a lot of snowbirds, you know.
Well, we definitely have a great base
Sure.
from which to start. But we host over 11,000 athletes every year at the games.
That's crazy.
And we have about 800 to 900 of them are local.
I remember-
So the vast majority are from outside.
From everywhere.
Yeah, I
Countries
remember
all
last
over
year
the
when I
world.
came, they had, they were carrying their flags around Brazil. There was somebody from the
Oh,
Netherlands.
yeah.
or
How many
something.
countries? 50-some countries or something?
We've hosted 78 countries since we started. And
Wow.
every year we have 25 to 27, 28 countries that will participate on every year. So it is the World Senior Games.
Yeah.
And what are some of the sports that, is it pretty much everything? It's not like the
almost.
Olympics. You don't do any tobogganing or.
Well, we don't have the winter sports.
You don't have the Jamaican
Toboggan.
bobsled team,
We don't-
senior bobsled team.
We
Yeah.
don't have the winter sports, but most of the things that you're seeing at the Olympics we offer. We've got your traditional track and field, swimming, basketball, volleyball. We've got a triathlon. Softball is our biggest sport. And this year,
Basketball's big too.
basketball is really big as well. But this year we will host 356 softball teams.
That is
I'm
crazy.
not talking individuals, I'm talking teams. So
Where do you
a
put them?
huge tournament.
Where do they play?
Well, everywhere that there is grass, we're pretty much playing
Every
something.
moment. Every moment.
All day,
Yeah.
every day of the games, all 2 weeks.
So I remember coming last year. I've been here about a year, and I think it was the Washington Community Center. They had basketball
Yeah,
played,
basketball's
and
there.
that's when I first heard about the
Yeah.
senior games. And somebody goes, "Oh, it's the World Senior Games. They come from literally all over the world, and these guys are playing." And I'm looking out there, and I'm like, "This guy's got to be 75," but he was laying up these shots
Oh, yeah?
like he was 20 something. And I'm
Yeah.
thinking, I'm not.
My dad, who's 80.
If they have an Olympic napping,
Yeah, you
sport,
did it.
I am
Competitive sleeping.
gold medal.
We need to take a look at that.
But you know, my dad plays
Right.
softball. My
Yeah.
mom, she
For-
participates.
has
My
played for
sister
years.
now. Yeah. And you're trying to get me in.
We're just
You're not old enough
lacking
yet, are you?
I'm 32.
The Fry brother. I think this is your first year of eligibility.
No,
No.
you can't talk about my age on camera.
I'm not talking about your age, I'm talking about your eligibility.
Yes. I've been eligible for a lot of things I have not participated in.
He's getting funeral insurance coupon, Denny's coupons.
Yeah. It's all good.
It is
It's
all
all
good. It's worth mentioning that the games are for 50 plus. A lot of people think that it's older than that, but it's just a designation for athletes who are 50 and over, who have some
We have
experience.
age brackets for everything.
5-year age groups,
Yeah.
and wherever it's possible, we also break them up into skill levels as well.
Wait, so I could,
So-
if I was 50, I couldn't play a guy that was 75.
Well, now he can play down,
Yeah.
but you
Except
can't,
you
play up. So he could play down in your age group, but you can't come up to his.
That's bogus. I was getting ready to go over to the nursing home. Hey,
Take 'em
you and me,
down,
mano
take
and mano, buddy.
No, it is an awesome event. It is life changing for so many people, life affirming for so many people. It's a lot of
Your
fun.
ceremonies, your opening ceremonies, you have 2, right?
Yeah,
One
yeah.
each week.
Yeah, in fact, I'd love to talk a little bit about that because
Yeah,
the
please.
ceremonies is where we really get a chance to bring the whole community together. The whole community, St. George, Washington County, we get to come together and just celebrate what is good in the world. And so on Tuesday, October 9th, at Trailblazer Stadium, that's the football stadium at Dixie State University, we have our opening ceremonies. And it is a show that you just don't want to miss.
It is good.
We have singers and dancers, we have fireworks, we have a motivational speaker, we have the parade of athletes. It's an amazing show. In fact, I've sat next to Olympic athletes who were our speaker that year, and they sit there, watch that show, and lean over to me and say, "This is the best opening ceremonies I've ever been to." It's amazing.
I've
It's
been to
amazing.
several. They're really good.
It really is, and
Yeah.
it's not just. I mean, of course, I'm going to promote it, but it is really a great night.
And
It
it's
is
free
a
to
lot
the
of
public?
fun. Free to everybody. Bring your family, bring your friends, bring your neighbors, bring your frenemies,
Yes,
church groups, whatever.
frenemies.
Bring everybody. In
Yes.
fact, this year, people here in the community will know that Dixie State has expanded the stadium. They've got tons and tons of seating. I know that in the past, sometimes people would choose to not come because they weren't sure if there would be a place for them. This year, there's going to be lots of room, and we want to fill that place up.
Sure.
So you're going
We
to
wanna
put the
celebrate.
stage at the other end or something?
So the stage will be down at the south end,
Okay.
but we're also going to have a performance area right on the 50-yard
middle?
line.
Yeah.
But we'll play to both sides. We're going to
that's
play
cool.
in the round, so it's going to be just a ton of fun. Just, again, music, just celebrating life. It's a great, great show.
I don't know if you're aware of this, but they're considering calling it the Kevin and Ed Stadium.
Yes.
I was not
We're
aware
kind of a
of
big
that.
Because of
deal
our
here.
donation.
I was not aware
We
of
made a
that.
huge
We made a
donation. Was it
huge
30,
donation.
$33?
I bought 2 churros.
Two
Yeah.
churros.
And so that money,
And they're considering
because they're like 20 bucks a piece, so that's a sizable
They
donation.
want our support.
Well,
What can you say?
That's awesome.
when that happens, I'll be excited.
So now, somebody told me you guys do, you'll have a dance or something for them?
We've got all kinds of stuff that go on during the games. Let me just touch real quickly on our second. Kevin, you mentioned we have 2 kind of ceremonial type events. The first one is our opening ceremonies. The second one we call it the concert celebration. It happens on Tuesday the 16th, which is the second week of our
Right in the
competition.
middle. Yeah.
Right in the middle of the games. And a lot of times the athletes will switch out, so we have new people coming into town. We want to celebrate with them as well. So this year we have a band that's coming. They're called the Famous Unknowns.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of
And you might have heard of
Yeah,
them.
yes.
Great act. They really bring what they really do is cover bands that we all know and love, but they cover them like wow. Like
Yeah.
They really
Solid, huh?
they do the costuming, they do the persona, the whole thing.
Oh,
so
that's cool.
so that one is at Burns Arena, which is the basketball arena at Dixie State University. And again, it's free. Just come and bring your family. It's going to be a great night as well. It starts at 7 o'clock. Gates open at 6 o'clock for both shows. The show starts at 7 o'clock for both shows. Tuesday the 9th for the opening ceremonies. Tuesday the 16th for the concert celebration. Now those are our ceremonial type shows. In addition to that, for our athletes, we have all kinds of social activities, dances, fun stuff that's going on.
And something goes on at the Dixie Center. I've seen them crowding in there, different vendors. And
yeah, we've got our athlete
an expo.
village that's there. Our athletes all have to check in there at the Dixie Center. We also play table tennis as well as volleyball in the Dixie Center. So if you're just looking for competition and you just want to come and check out athletes doing what they do at a high level, then come on over to the Dixie Center and check it out. Volleyball especially is amazing. The table tennis will blow you away. You won't
they're
believe
good.
how well they play table tennis. Like most of us, if we play,
Are
we play
very
ping
good.
pong, right? We play ping pong.
Yeah.
These guys are not playing ping
amazing.
pong. They're playing table tennis. It's a whole other level.
he beat Forrest Gump.
Yes.
Really,
good.
Kevin?
You know what I was going to say, Ed, is this might be a good opportunity to meet some nice single athletes. Did you start a dating app yet?
we don't have a dating app yet, but you may be onto something.
Yeah, I know.
You may be
I know
onto
I
something.
am onto something.
This
We'll,
is why he's only
we'll
doing
run
1
that
week.
through research and development.
Okay.
And see what we think.
Good credit and a foot in the grave. I'm in, man. Can we say that? We are.
Oh,
Yeah, you just said it.
Beauty of
You
editing.
just said it.
Wow.
Anyway,
so
it's-
that is pretty cool.
Yeah,
And
a lot of good stuff.
somebody wanted to participate, is it too late to get in?
Unfortunately, it's too late.
Yes.
Unfortunately,
Yes. That's all I wanted to know. Yes.
You can still volunteer though.
Well, yeah, so registration as an athlete runs from the 1st of March to the 1st of September. So you got a long window there.
And what are the
of registration.
qualifications?
You have to be 50 years old.
That's it?
That is it.
And that's the only time I
That
can
is
ever qualify
it.
for anything.
That is it. So, but Kevin, you mentioned
Yeah.
volunteering. We need about 3,000 volunteers to put on this
That's
event.
insane.
And every year the community just comes together. But there's lots and lots of opportunities, and we need the help. So if you're interested, and if you weren't able to sign up as an athlete but still want to be a part of a world-class, worldwide event, volunteering is the way to go. And it's the same thing. Go to the website, seniorgames.net, seniorgames.net, all one word. And there's a volunteer button that is right there. You can click on it, and there's a wide variety. If you're interested in sports, there's lots of ways to help out with sports. But if sports isn't your thing, you don't really know how to keep score or whatever, don't worry. There's lots of other opportunities where you can volunteer and meet some amazing people. Our volunteers are the best, but our athletes are the best as well. And so you put those
I've
two
seen 'em,
groups
man.
together, and it's great. It's a great experience.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Lots of fun.
I'd like to volunteer for the dating app. If I could do
Okay.
I would like to take the
Okay.
video.
As soon as that comes out of R&D, we'll be ready.
That
for
could
you.
actually be a
Yeah.
sport.
That would be
Think
good.
about it.
That'd be good.
Be a quick
Tell
one.
you what.
For sure.
One and done for you,
For
buddy.
sure.
One and
No,
done.
Senior Games is so awesome. It's so good for the community. It's just
Well,
amazing.
it really is. It drives so much economics, just awareness. In fact, we do a study every year, and we estimate that almost 20 million new dollars flow into the economy because of the
Yeah. That's
because
awesome.
of the games. Almost
That's awesome.
about 20 million. So people are coming, they're staying, they're competing, but then they're also sticking around for extra days to enjoy our state parks and national parks.
Lots to do here.
It's a huge economic driver. And then, on top of that, it's just people all over the world know about St. George, Utah because of this event.
Yeah.
I have a chance to go on recruiting trips, and we've been internationally and domestically, and everywhere that we go, they see the logo. They're like, I've been to St. George. It's the best place. It's the best place.
And then they move here.
And then they move here,
Yeah.
and then
Well, now that I'm here, we're
goes.
not allowing anybody else to move into the community. It's
Yeah.
very quiet here. There's nothing going on.
Yeah.
No movement whatsoever
Nothing to
in
see
terms
here.
of home sales.
keep
Zero.
moving. Right, keep moving.
So, and tell us the dates again.
So the dates of the games are the 8th through the 20th of October.
8th through the
And
20th.
again, all of our venues are free. You can come and watch some softball, watch some volleyball, basketball, lots of stuff going on. We have schedules online, seniorgames.net. If you're interested in coming to the opening ceremonies, and come on out to the opening ceremonies, really. This is
I will.
one of the best shows that we do in our area. It's a huge show. It's just got everything. That is Tuesday, October 9th. Starts at 7 o'clock. It's at the football stadium at Dixie State University. And then the following week, on Tuesday, October 16th, we've got the concert celebration, the Famous Unknowns. They're going to cover Elvis. They're going to cover ABBA. They're going to cover Janis Joplin, Tina Turner. I mean, all the good songs. All the good songs. They're going to cover them. And again, free show. Bring your family. Come on out and be a part of it.
Very cool. Kyle Case, thank you very much.
Thank you.
A
Both of
pleasure,
you
my
guys.
friend. A
Appreciate
pleasure.
the chance.
Huntsman World Senior Games coming up. We'll be right back.